Good morning, afternoon, or evening. This is a war selection game in which I go Turkey. I do not play Asia very much at all, so it should be quite an interesting game. Here I've just reached medieval age. I've only made archers for defense, haven't been attacked, but I normally go West Asia, and the only thing I know how to do is elephants, ballistas, and sabas. That is my go-to strategy when I go to West Asia, so this is what I'm going to be doing this time. Upgrading my archer, re-house things, I don't know the name. Haven't left any Stone Age workers, because this is from quite a while ago. Obviously archers getting stuck, and here I get attacked by one singular horseman, which absolutely devastating my economy. As you can see, it's almost as powerful as the Great Scout Rush itself. Here I start making some ballistas. This is just after I get all my houses up and so on. I'm also upgrading the last few of my archers to sabas, getting my elephant houses up and getting cargo elephants. But I decided instead of elephant units, I just went straight for ballistas and sabas, which has always been my go-to strategies at West Asia. Now I am pushing towards the south player, dark blue, with towers, 39 sabas and 4 ballistas. But not leaving those Stone Age war workers. It's hurting my eco a bit, my food eco, as it is lagging a little bit behind my wood. I find the first few buildings of dark blues. He's gone Europe, not Asia. And doesn't have much of an army. I'm also almost to late Middle Ages, so I can start making cannon towers and vision. I think to destroy his workshop, yeah. Forge. Workshop is down, forge is down, now he can't build towers, can't make any artillery to defend himself, and I don't think he's got anything else. So I sent my sabas to get rid of that Bronze Age tower, which was just picking off my ballistas. I continue to destroy his town hall, my sabas picking off his pikemen. A few volleys and they'll be down. I don't know where all his workers have gone. I queue up 5 workers in a minute and then reschedule the Turkey upgrade as my eco cannot hold. I straight away pull back and start moving to the next opponent once I've regrouped. Here I'm pushing down towards Yellow, who has also gone Western Europe and is making crossbows, archers and legionaries, and some pikes as well. So I'm pushing him with towers. I am now late Middle Ages. My wood eco is amazing, and my ballistas are taking out legionaries by the hit, as legionaries are quite armoured units. Got my sabas firing. He's got the start of a wall, and luckily I haven't been attacked from the north or the west, or the east for that matter as well. But now I've lost quite a large amount of my sabas, but none of my ballistas. They've only taken some damage. My sabas are just clearing out the last few archers, which are trying to pick off my ballistas, it seems. And they managed to take out one. I then start pushing down into his base, try to get rid of his archery ranges, so we can't make longbowmen, as they would easily beat my sabas and ballistas. He's also making pikemen, and I start making cannon towers to start clearing out dark blue's buildings, so that later I can have access to any raw resources he's got in his base. I also get a vision tower and start making more towers to upgrade into cannon towers, just to keep a siege, just in case my attack fails. I also make a lot more sabas, as this group here is falling. He's got some more barracks, so I send my ballistas in to finish them off. Sarvaz here are having a slight difficulty taking out workers, which is worrying. Here I could have used the fire at the ground ability. And yellow quits as blue was attacking him. That's why Dark Blue didn't have an army when I attacked him, and he was weakened from that attack. So I start pulling my units back. Some eco management. As you can see, I would have got his town hall with cannon towers, so I make them anyway. And then I have my goat simulator going on, as I do like to keep my goats nice and set up correctly, so that my workers are not colliding or wasting time or efficiency. So I've got normally around 2 to 3 workers per meat pile, and I use my archers to kill off the goats. Here I'm pushing towards the west, to get rid of Light Blue, who has also gone Western Europe and Germany, and has actually reached quicker than me, but I have an army that is enough to hold him off for a while. I take out his vision so that he can't attack me too quickly. It will slow him down considerably. As you can hear, my cannon towers are still picking off the enemy. I get a factory up because I thought that it would upgrade to an arsenal, but it doesn't because it's in Europe. My wood economy is still holding up completely fine, but my iron and food is struggling quite heavily, as I don't have any mines or tractors. A bit of lag there, sorry. The game can be a little bit unstable sometimes. And that's the only lag in this game though, so. The only problem with ballistas is how inaccurate they are compared to some of the later age units. Here you can see the cargo elephants being of great use. I only made 2, I should have made maybe 3 to help me. Sarvaz are completely useless in melee against buildings. They would eventually take that building down, but ballistas will hit them. But as I was saying, the ballistas' biggest drawback is the fact that they're not area of effect, so they're not great against units, and if they miss a building, they won't hit it with splash damage. But they've got very high damage, and they're not that inaccurate. So here I start picking off his buildings, his improving buildings, as these buildings are extremely expensive as Western Europe, to get them to royal, barracks and cavalry and stables, so some more some turkey cannons being made now. My workers are being upgraded slowly, and I'm killing off some of his workers. At this point I made the mistake of leaving my ballistas unattended, and instead went for his workers, which I probably shouldn't have done, as there is heavy knights coming in to finish off my ballistas. And heavy knights will do that very quickly. There is multiple heavy knights and some Lance knights coming in from the north. I believe this is a game version before even scouts were introduced, so this is very old again. But now he hits Germany, and his heavy knights, Lance knights and towers clean up the rest of my army, but I did enough damage to his forts and stables to stop him recruiting. can see, my iron eco is still struggling, my food is picking itself up. And I forgot to build a university in this game, I believe. Here's the last stand of the Sarbaz Archer, the last one of its kind. Here I'm pushing towards the west again, this time with a much more significant army and workers. 6 workers to tower push and build artillery towers, even if I can't pick them off completely. I've got snipers, light cannons, and more snipers coming. They obviously attack a wall, as there is always animals, and animals are the bane of most players' existence in this game. I'm still not exactly sure why I haven't upgraded my houses at this point, as I did have an extremely strong economy, a wood economy, which would increase the amount of population I have, so I won't have to worry about it. But I made a mistake. Upgrading my towers, getting the accuracy upgrades so my light cannons don't miss ores anymore. At this point I'm a little bit worried of getting attacked from the east, but my small army isn't far from my base. Here in this little pocket I will build artillery towers later on in the game, and as you can see for now I'm going to be sending my snipers in, followed by light cannons. Only a small army, just to try and snipe out any of his key buildings, because as Germany everything costs a huge amount. So if I can get some artillery towers to just pester him from afar, where he can't hit me with his Berthas, and snipers with light cannons will quite easily hold off Berthas. I dig them in, which is by far my favourite thing about snipers, and their huge range, as now they are extremely resistant to any kind of bullets, such as machine guns and rifles. They'll still take damage, but they'll be much more resistant to it. And they also have a slightly increased range. The biggest drawback is that they can't shoot any air units, so they struggle a little bit on that front. I have some more snipers, keep building my artillery towers. Here, as you can see, I've got an artillery tower set up, and I move a sniper in so I can start firing upon his tower that he's trying to push with. He's managed to get some longbows, heavy knights, and lance knights, which is a very strange combination, as it takes 3 different recruiting buildings. He's also got soldiers, but I'm not too worried, as my snipers should be able to take care of his whole army with the help of these light cannons. As you can see, his gun, I think they're rangers, not the soldiers, are almost all dead. I've now got 2 cannon towers set up, 3 cannon towers, and a vision tower going up. And now, as you can see, my wood economy is struggling. Instead of my food, my iron and food are fine. As you can see, I'm not the greatest at managing my Asia economies. I'm not even that good at Europe, so... As you can see, he's got his first Berthas out, which are going to cause huge problems for me if I let them get maybe 5 or 6 Berthas, because at that point he'll be able to push me back. Even against artillery towers, Berthas have quite high armour, and they've got high range and damage, so they can take out my artillery towers quite quickly, which don't have vision. I also get some AA guns up. This is before Germany got their own specific plane, but just in case, because his base does go up to the north a little bit, I was just wanting to make sure that I don't have to worry about any planes coming in. I also start moving my snipers forward, as his Berthas are almost all gone. I managed to create 1 more Bertha, and I believe the second one comes out the second factory. There you go. they don't even take out one unit. He's got Flammenwerfers coming in. Someone killed the enemy to the east, which makes matters for me even easier, as now I only have to worry about this enemy and the enemies to the north. And yellow, who is in the top right, I'm not too worried about. Here I use my artillery towers to pick off his factories, so he can't recruit any more Berthas. And as you can see, he does start making airports, but I'm not too worried as my units can easily snipe them out. I get rid of his university, so he can't make units. I should probably have just got rid of his factories, so he can't make more Berthas, but I dig in my snipers in a bit of an awkward position, as the ones to the north could very easily get hit by a couple Bertha shots and just get decimated, which would leave me open to Flammenwerfers. But he only has unarmoured, so it's not too bad. I now start targeting his town hall, as it is pretty much the last thing that needs taking out, and he's not got an army to defend with. I get the rest of my buildings upgraded. I should probably keep making light cannons to make this easier, and also defend. I also start pushing with towers towards the north, to start getting an early advance to the north, just in case my bit battered army here, which is very small, gets attacked. As you can see, 4 artillery towers are helping quite substantially, and the German player falls. Here I found the Great Britain player, who is quite close to water, and has dreadnoughts, and also sea forts with vision, which mean he can reach my light cannons, and he starts moving forward to get a vision upon them. And he does start firing soon, I believe, or something. There you go. I get rid of his trawlers, sacrificing a light cannon. So now he can't build any more. He'll have to move more units in. I also start moving forwards with artillery towers. Here I decide that the left side is too well defended, make a bigger army, start going up to IR2, and push in from the right side, so that I can get away from that lake where he has dreadnoughts and sea forts. As you can see, I've got a substantial army of snipers, light cannons, and that's pretty much it, as Turkey doesn't have very many diverse units. My wood economy does start struggling, so unit production is off the is pretty much stopped, so I can get to IR2. The upgraded mines, then I can start moving workers off of iron, which I probably could have been doing now, as my iron economy is amazing. Vision in a couple volleys so that he can't fire back at me too easily. There you go. He's only got that one vision tower behind his sea forts, which I'm not too worried about. I'm now over halfway to IR2 Turkey, which doesn't provide too many benefits except from Zambaraks and upgrade mines. His dreadnought here cannot pass through as his sea forts are blocking him access to it. It's that extra lake. He has walls there, which means I have to go all the way around the right, which actually becomes a good thing for me, as his town hall is on the right side, not defended by the sea forts. a single plane comes along that gets shot down before it can even drop any bombs. I lose 2 light cannons here to the sea forts, which are well inside my range, and are quite hard to hit as they are a distance away from me, and they're quite small targets. I've also built more houses to accommodate more light cannons and snipers. I'm making the best use of the cargo elephants I can. I should probably have started using my snipers to push forwards a little bit, but it doesn't matter that much. I'm just clearing out sea forts so he doesn't have great vision on me and any defense. As you can see, the Dreadnought and machine controllers are all stuck. If he moved his Dreadnought, he would have got his machine controllers through, but it's a bit late for that now. And I ignore them and make use of the confusion in his ships to start pushing on his right side where he doesn't have an army. I don't think he made an army at all except from... oh, he did, sorry. A few mortars, which are just too easy for my snipers to pick up with their low armor and quite big hitbox. As you can see, it's only really my wood economy that is failing me, and I don't know why I do not realise that and move a few workers onto wood, as I do have a quite substantial amount of iron at this point. Again, the Dreadnought is stuck, but only just able to fire. Mortars are still firing in, and I'm still managing to snipe them out. Here I'm also getting rid of his towers and settling my snipers into position. I've also destroyed his navy, which was pestering me and giving me some problems. He has lost his vision at this point, and I am getting rid of his planes, stopping him from making any more, as they will manage to destroy my light cannons which are advancing on his base. As you can see, some planes did get through and managed to get rid of a few of my light cannons before my snipers could shut them down with the help of that machine gun tower. As you can see, I'm now pushing even closer to his base, and he does die there. I just couldn't get a clip of him dying, sorry. And I straight away pull all my units away and start advancing on Yellow, who seems to be a newer player, as he is only just IR, abstract, with a single trebuchet defending his base, and his town hall half dead. And he has a few ships, which I'm not sure why, but I get rid of his town hall extremely quickly, and that's the end of the game. So thank you everyone for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.